on, guys? I haven't been on here in a while. Just not really my thing. So things have been going real well for me. I have switched companies again. About 2 months ago, I switched companies just because where I was at. I was making great money there. And towards the end of the year, last 4 months or so, I was there and started getting kind of dodgy. It's mainly because of the way that they kind of started running things. They had a lot of good dispatchers quit. Everything else because they couldn't deal with the boss man, which ended up, kind of being my case. They started hiring young dispatchers, 18, 20 years old, didn't know nothing about nothing. And it started to be more about selling trucks. Then they started selling trucks to the young dispatchers. Once they started getting trucks, nobody else's truck mattered. So, anyhow, I had a dispatcher there when I started working there. I worked there for over a year. Don't get me wrong, I made money. I made $140,000 last year working there. But one of my dispatchers, he was the best ditcher. As far as I'm concerned, he was the best dispatcher they had. I hadn't seen him for a long time, and one day I was in the office and asked about him. And they said, well, he took off and started his own company. So when things started getting more and more sour, I called him up and I went to work for him. And I couldn't be happier, at the same time, let me go back and say, all the money that I make is without purchasing a truck. And it's just the way they have it all set up. But the dispatcher that I'm talking about, he had his own. When he came to that company, he had his own trucks. He had 3 or 4 of his own trucks. And he started out. We're only running like 8 trucks, but we're trying to grow the company and everything else. He's already, DOT proven. He's passed all his audits on everything else. And the money is just, the money's great. I'm not gonna put my stuff out there, but if we link up in the comments or some other way, we can talk about it. Well, basically, what's going on is we're trying to grow the company, and it's kind of restricted to Iowa. If you live in Iowa, you can get hired on. Just looking to put on a few more drivers here pretty quick. You need to have at least a year experience. You need to have a clean MVR. And you need to be willing to run. I run my butt off. If you're willing to do that, then money's there. I'd probably gross to the truck $7,500 to $10,000 a week. And the way the pay is set up, 10% goes to the dispatch, fuel comes out, the insurance comes out. If you're pulling one of his trailers, there's no trailer. And Then after that comes out, it's split 50%. So you can do math, you can figure that out on an average of $1,300 or $1,400 on fuel a week with $7,000 to $8,000 gross. You know, that's over $2,000 a week. $2,300 a week, something like that. It's a great opportunity. If you come on, I do get he told me that I get a referral, which I don't care about. But if you come on, I'll split it with you. It's $500. I'll give you $250. I don't, I'm not trying to make waves, but I make great money. I see a lot of guys doing this YouTube stuff, which trying to sell merchandise, trying to do all kind of different things. I'm no TV producer. I don't manufacture clothes. I don't, just trying to pass on a good opportunity. You got to be able to handle your own affairs, though. You got to be good with your finances. You got to be able to handle your own taxes and everything like that. I worked self-employed, 1099 for 10 years before I started driving a truck, and I've never owed the IRS a dime. It's not really hard. I got all these guys that are on here preaching all the money they make and everything else. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anything bad. It's your hustle, make your money. But if they're having to do all that, I don't think they're making the money that they're acting like they're making. Other than the fact that I don't want to be famous and I don't need to be rich. I just need to be happy and comfortable. So, anyhow, like I said, if you want to know anything about the company or anything, oh shit. Whoops. If you want to know anything about the company, comment, or we can figure out some way to message or something like that. That's another thing, is I'm not super savvy in all the phone stuff and everything. I just drive truck, man. But anyhow, yeah, like I said, if you live in Iowa, you got a year of experience, you got a clean NVR, you know how to run your logs, there is plenty of money to be made. So, let me know, guys.